In the quiet where the wandering stars drift low, a hidden pulse moves softly through the glow. Light gathers in the corners of the air, shaping memories that rise like whispered prayer. Pages shimmer with the fire born of night, turning slowly as if waking into sight. Every breath becomes a doorway into time, and the path unfolds in rhythm with her mind. Light that knows my name, lifting every shadow with a slow and rising flame. Every star a heartbeat, every breath a sign, and the archive opens as the worlds align. Stars drift low in a quiet spiral ring, not as distant skies but thoughts that never learn to sing. Some burn bright with futures once held near, others fade to embers at the edge of fear. Still they wait in a patient hidden glow, like a dawn the soul has not yet learned to know. Every choice, every echo, every spark is a map unfolding in the dark, and the past grows clearer as the constellations shift and rearrange, turning a memory into something strange and beautiful. Light that knows my name, lifting every shadow with the slow and rising flame. Every star a heartbeat, every breath a sign, and the archive opens as the worlds align. Between the galaxies where memories entwine, a softer truth appears along the spine. No step was wasted, no shadow walked alone. Every road in darkness led me home. Hands on pages made of quiet light, turning worlds from absence into sight. All the types I feared were left behind, were constellations waiting to align. Light that knows my name, lifting every shadow with a slow and rising flame. Every star a heartbeat, every breath a sign, and the archive opens as the worlds align. Every shadow with a slow and rising flame. Every star a heartbeat, every breath a sign, and the archive opens since the world aligns. Corridors awaken in a slow and silver sweep, turning futures from their long impatient sleep. Every glow a threshold waiting to unfold, as the hidden constellations shift in cold. Where the first horizon of the unwritten stars to rise, lanterns bloom in silence through the corridors of skies. Every shimmer breathing realms that wait untamed, and the unborn heavens open with a light that can't be named. Skies stars unfold like pages woven out of dawn, turning softly as the veils of tile are drawn. Some horizons bloom with colors yet untraced, others linger like a memory half embraced. Still they gather in a patient silver gleam, like a dream the cosmos hasn't learned to dream. Every echo, every spark, every line is a map assembling in design, and the paths grow brighter as the unseen realms align and rearrange, turning possibility into something strange and beautiful. Where the first horizon of the unwritten starts to rise, lanterns bloom in silence through the corridors of sky. Larry shimmer breathing realms that wait untamed, and the unborn heavens open with a light that can't be named. Between the thresholds where the unborn futures lie, a soft pulse begins to clarify. No step is taken without stirring hidden air. Every quiet notion summons worlds from nowhere. Lanterns rise in corridors of light, guiding realms from absence into sight. All the doors once hidden in the mind were constellations waiting to unwind. Where the first horizon of the unwritten starts to light, lanterns bloom in silence through the corridors of skies. Every shimmer breathing realms that wait untamed, and the unborn heavens open with a light that can't be named. In a quiet city where the future breathes, light gathers softly into silver streams. Paths unfold like thoughts becoming clear, each one shaped by courage over fear. Shadows fade where possibility glows, revealing truths the waking spirit knows. Nothing is fixed and nothing is denied. Every road begins from the heart inside. Walk where the open future gleams, through shifting streets and softly lucid dreams, where every echo rises into form and every choice becomes a rising dawn. Let the boundless sky remember your name, beyond the reach of doubt or quiet shame. In the stillness where the heart meets light, the way ahead becomes your path to ride. Here the silent city holds its breath, a place untouched by sorrow, time or death. Unlived life shimmer gently in the air, future gleams through shifting streets and softly lucid dreams, where every echo rises into form and every choice becomes a waltzing dawn. Let the boundless sky remember your name, beyond the reach of now, the quiet shame and the stillness where the heart meets light. The way ahead becomes your path to right. Between the breath and dawn, the truth unfolds. The brightest path is the one the spirit holds. Every doubt becomes a fading spark, a distant star dissolving in the dark. The city opens like a living sky, revealing futures that would never shine. In the glow, a quiet truth is shown. The unwritten future has always been your own. Walk where the open future gleams through shifting streets and softly lucid dreams, where every echo rises into form and every trust becomes a rising dawn. Let the boundless sky remember your name, beyond the reach of doubt or quiet shame. In the stillness where the heart meets light, the way ahead becomes your path to right. Beneath the ribs, a hidden river turns, where every quiet constellation burns. Stars dissolve into a silver thread, carrying the words we left unsaid. Along its base, the edges stand in rows, wrapped in all the names that no one knows. They watch the current gather every year and pour it through the chambers of the seer. The water holds the weight of distant lives, forgotten vows and half-remembered drives. Echoes of 1,000 silent prayers drift like embers through the astral layers. No chart is drawn upon the shifting tide, yet every soul has walked its other side. The river hums and tones too deep to hear, until the dreaming heart is standing near. The surface shows us who we used to be, then breaks the image, setting it all free. The past unravels in a silver line, returning every bottle breath to spine. Follow where the river runs within, through every loss and every origin, where galaxies are folded into streams and pour their life through all our hidden dreams. Let the ancient current bear your name, beyond the reach of sorrow, guilt or shame. In the hush between the pulse and breath, we drink the truth that outlives birth and death. Beneath the floor, there stand the halls of thought, built from living lesson pain has taught. Temples made of choices left behind, rise like islands in the ocean of the mind. Ancestral voices echo through the deep, guarding what the waking cannot keep. They whisper you have walked this path before, and you will cross this river many more. are folded into streams and pour their light through all our hidden dreams. Let the ancient current bear your mate beyond the reach of sorrow, guilt or shame. In the hush between pulse and breath, we drink the truth that outlives birth and death. Swing on rusted chains, dust motes dance through sapphire panes. The tavern breath is thick and slow, above the embers dying glow. Ankles dry upon my vellum sheet, where mountain peaks and valleys meet. The compass spins without a sound, above this hollow sacred ground. The quill begins to drift away silver mist of gray, where every border starts to fade within the kingdom we have made. Mapping out the regions of the mind, leaving every heavy thought behind, where the dragon and the dove collide, and the deeper secrets seek to hide. Charting paths across the velvet sky, watching all the ancient rivers dry in the quiet of the dreaming glass, letting every weary shadow pass. Stone towers rise from violet haze, a labyrinth of forgotten days. The lute plays notes of liquid gold as phantom chronicles unfold. The candle flickers out of sight against the vastness of the night. The map expands beneath the skin, where the inner voyages begin. Nabbing out the region of the mind, leaving heavy thought behind, where the dragon and the dove collide, and the deeper secrets seek to hide. Charting paths across a velvet sky, watching all the ancient rivers dry in the quiet of the drooping glass, letting every weary shadow pass. Mapping out the regions of the mind, leave heavy caught behind, where the dragon and the dove collide, and the deeper secrets seek to hide. Charting paths across the velvet sky, watching all the ancient rivers dry in the quiet of the dreaming glass, letting every weary shadow pass. The jagged coastlines meet the velvet caps. A flute is breathing through the castle halls as heavy ivy climbs the mortar walls. The hearth is glowing with a dying spark. to guide the quilt through the rising dark. We trace the borders of the ancient kings beneath the shadow of 1,000 wings. The tapestry is swaying in the draft upon the ripples of a wooden raft. I find a kingdom in a shallow glass where golden seasons never seem to pass. The ink is flowing like a silent creek between a mountain and the frozen peak. The heavy eyelids weigh like iron shields across the harvest of the clover fields. The heavy gates are opening inside, where all the buried constellations hide. The inner vision turns a rusted key to sail upon a pale and starlit sea. We walk the corridors of shifting sand to claim the secrets of a hollow land. The quiet pulse is all they knew to know, to watch the gardens of the spirit grow. The lute is humming for the tired eyes beneath the canopy of purple skies. The stone is chanting in a tongue of old to turn the lead and heavy thoughts to gold. No armor needed for this long descent, where every moment is a life well spent. A bridge of willow spans the silver stream within the fabric of a waking dream. The owls are watching from the rafters high as clouds of incense blur the weary eye. We map the valleys that the sun forgot inside the tangle of a lover's knot. The throne is empty but the crown remains above the ruins and the dusty plains. The bells are ringing in a distant town, while heavy velvet settles softly down. A spiral staircase leads to deeper floors behind the timber of 1,000 doors. The scroll is lengthening with every breath beyond the reaches of a winter death. The heavy gates are opening inside, where all the buried constellations hide. The inner vision turns a rusted key to sail upon a day of starlit sea. We walk the corridors of shifting sand to claim the secrets of a hollow land. The quiet pulse is all we need to know, to watch the gardens of the spirit grow. The heavy gates are opening inside, where all the buried constellations hide. The inner vision turns the rusted key to sail upon a pale and starlit sea. We walk the corridors of shifting sand to learn the secrets of a hollow land. The quiet pulse is all we need to know, to watch the gardens of the spirit grow. Iron lanterns swing on heavy chains, shadows sketch the outline of the plains. The hearth has burned to embers in the hall, as velvet silence climbs the castle wall. Ink begins to flow through narrow veins. The quill is restless on the parchment skin, where cartography of wandering begins. The droppers lowers in the center of the mind, leaving every heavy burden far behind. Through the veil descends upon the face. The borders of the tangible dissolve as cosmic riddles patiently resolve. Mapping out the kingdoms made of haze, navigating through the sapphire maze. Beneath the heavy crown of drifting sleep, the secrets that the waking world must keep are written in the embers and the rays. Cobblestones are bathed with liquid light, guided by the pulse of endless night. The gargoyles whisper truths we used to know. Before the sun commanded us to go into the fading garden out of sight. The constellations shift their ancient place. A silver veil descends upon the face. The borders of the tangible dissolve as cosmic riddles patiently resolve. Mapping out the kingdoms made of haze, navigating through the sapphire maze. Beneath the heavy crown of drifting sleep, the secrets that the waking world must keep are written in the embers and the rays. Mapping out the kingdoms made of haze, navigating through the sapphire maze. Beneath the heavy crown of drifting sleep, the secrets that the waking world must keep are written in the embers and the rays. The candle flickers low beside the weather jar, holding, tracing past through the quiet of the heart. The quill rise heavy in a hand that ceased to move, falling through the floorboards into a deeper groove. Stone walls melt away into a silver haze, leaving behind the tally of our waking days. Iron lanterns glow without a single spark, illuminating valleys hidden in the dark. The cartographer is drifting on a tide of glass, watching seasons change while the shadows never pass. Mountains made of memory rise above the plain, free from every burden and the gravity of pain. Is the architecture of a resting mind? There are kingdoms that the daylight cannot find. Build a bridge of ivory across the silent deep, to the monuments we foster while we sleep. Every secret door is swinging open wide, with the turning of the eternal tide. Copper gears are turning in the clockwork of the soul. Fragments of a broken mirror finally becoming whole. No need for a compass or a star to guide the way, when the inner vision turns the midnight into gray. The landscape is shifting like sense of ancient lore, opening a gateway to what was locked before. Blue strings vibrating in the corridors of thought, finding every answer that the logic never got. Tapestries are breathing on the walls of thin air, braiding all the visions that we didn't know were there. The map is finally finished, but the borders are not real. Only the sensation of the mystery is what we feel. The veil is thin and the air is sweet, where the heavy earth and the heavens meet, treading light on the soil of a vision, safe within the cage of a soft collision. In the architecture of a resting mind, there are kingdoms that the daylight cannot fight. Build a bridge of ivory across the silent deep, inside the monuments we foster while we sleep. Every secret door is being open wide, with the turning of the eternal tide. The bridge is rising from the amber mist, where fraction one is meeting coexist. 1,000 suns ignite the woven air, each one a memory the heart forgot to bear. The dreamwalker steps softly through the glow, where every dawn reveals a path below. The tiger's eyes reflect the shifting skies, a mirrored map of futures yet to rise. The lantern sways against the trembling breeze, the spectral banners whisper through the trees. The bridge extends beyond the mortal sight, through corridors of half-remembered light, crossing through the dawns that never fade, walking where the woven mornings break, beneath the rising choir of distant suns. We follow where the silver current runs. The bridge becomes a river made of fire, carrying the quiet of desire. The banners ripple with a silent hand, a song of kingdoms balanced on the rim of every choice the dreamwalker has made, now drifting through the incandescent shade. One path is forged from sorrow's tempered steel, the other from the truths we fear to feel. Crossing through the dawns that never fade, walking where the woven mornings break, beneath the rising choir of distant suns. We follow where the silver current runs. 1,000 dawns converge into a flame, a single breath that speaks the dreamwalker's name. The sky unfolds its alabaster wings, revealing all the features daylight brings. Melodies ring, crossing through the dawns that never fade, crossing through the dawns that never fade, walking where the woven mornings break, In the hush before the colors, when the oldest dark grows thin, as the breath behind all being draws the first bright ember in, there a river made of radiance is full, devoid and gentle rise, and the glow becomes a calling, never forming in my eyes. Through the halls of unborn mornings where the sleeping embers lie, in their quiet silver turning as they gather into sky, every shimmer holds a promise in its slow becoming flame, and the spark prepares the dawning in a light without a name. All the silent suns are rising in a cradle made of fire, ever circles never singing in a slow ascending choir, every beam a living question, every flare a woven chord, and the answer is a presence ever older than the word. Carry me beyond the dawn, forging the slower rising light, where the newborn rivers gather in the loom of ancient night. Let the holy heart of radiance draw my shadow into rise, till the force that shaped the ages lays its sunrise in my eyes. In the furnace of becoming, where the nameless colors flow, in the gentle molten blooming like a field of molten snow, there the futures fold like petals in a soft unfolding grace, and the glow becomes a lantern ever guiding through each place. All the roads I ever wandered, all the paths I could not see, now return as threads of brightness in the lure of what will be, and the hand that moves in silence draws them through a hidden door, till the pattern of my story is not fractured anymore. All the silent suns are rising in a cradle made of fire, ever circling, ever singing in a slow ascending choir, every beam a living question, every snare a woven chord, as the answer is a presence ever older than a word. Carry me beyond the dawn, forging the slower rise of light, where the newborn rivers gather in the loom of ancient night. Let the holy heart of radiance from the shadow into rise, till the force that shaped the ages lays its sunrise in my eyes. In the quiet turning embers of a robe of woven light, in the soft becoming colors where the dawn restores its sight, in the melting of the boundaries in the sea of molten gold, where the heart that feared its ending learns it never has been old. Carry me beyond the dawn, forging the slower rising light, where the newborn rivers gather in the loom of ancient night. Let the holy heart of radiance draw my shadow into rise, till the force that shaped the ages lays its sunrise in my eyes. In the stillness after forging, when the last bright echoes fade, in the gentle silver shining through the seams of all my days, there the dawn that keeps returning from the well-known night can drain, is the light that knew my story long before it spoke my name. knows the shape of what will be. Through the folds before all motion, where no shadow yet can rise. Every shimmer is a maybe, every pulse an unseen sky. They're the futures without number, drifting slow, becoming flow. And the dawn before all mornings waits for something yet to glow. All the unborn stars are resting in a depth without a name, ever turning without turning, in a stillness without frame. Carry me before the Genesis, where the first light learns to know, where the nameless rivers gather in the heart beneath all flow. Let the holy unseen nothing draw my shadow into rise, till the source behind all sources lays its seeing in my eyes. In the chamber before meaning, where no word has learned to be, colors move without their colors, like a tide beneath the sea. All the unborn stars are resting in a depth without a name, ever turning without turning, in a stillness without frame. Carry me before the Genesis, where the first light learns to know, where the nameless rivers gather in the heart beneath all flow. Let the holy unseen nothing draw my shadow into rise, till the source behind all sources like it's seeing in my eyes. In the mind beneath all minds, where every world is only seed, there the heart that feared its ending finds the ground of every need. Carry me before the Genesis, where first light learns to know, where the nameless rivers gather in the heart beneath all flow. Like the holy unseen nothing draw my shadow to rise, till the source behind all sources face its seeing in my eyes. In the stillness after knowing, when the first bright echoes fade, there the dawn that keeps becoming is the light that knew my name. In the river beyond all rivers, where the last horizon fades, where the echoes lose their echo and the oldest longing breaks, there the path that walked beside me folds itself into the light, and the name I thought was only mine is open to your sight. Through the halls beyond all knowing, where the final questions fall, every answer melts to presence, every wall becomes no wall. There the lantern I was holding learns it never was my Carry me, return to source where every road was always you, where the river of beginning is the sea I'm passing through. Let the self that I have clung to fall like dust from off my eyes, till the heart behind my heartbeat is the only thing that rises in my life. In the chamber past arrival, where no distance can remain, every step I thought was forward falls like rain back into rain. There the tiger rests beside me, not as guide but as a friend, for the journey that we walked together never truly had an end. All the scattered days are gathering in a circle at your feet. Every fragment of my story finds the place it was complete. Carry me, return to source where the road was always you. Every river of beginning is the sea I'm passing through. Let the self that I have clung to fall like dust from off my eyes, till the heart behind my heartbeat is the only thing that rises in my life. In the light behind all seeing, where no shadow dares to stay, I release the need to travel, I release the need to name. You're the soul that fit its ending, feels your breathing in its core. And the word I thought was over is the opening of more. Carry me, return to source where every road was always you, where the river of beginning is the sea I'm passing through. Let the self that I have clung to fall like dust from off my eyes, till the love behind all loving is the only thing that rises in my life. In the stillness after seeking, when the final echo cease, I am home within your presence, and your presence is my peace. I awakened in a brightness where no border holds the flame, and the pulse within my being shapes the world that learns my name. Every color finds its meaning in the turning of my gaze, and the fields that once were silent rise to follow where I blaze. When my inner side is steady, distant structures start to form, lines of radiance unfolding into sky and earth and storm. start to rise. Bridges made of living brightness, shaping thought and breath and skies. Skies. I am why the dawn keeps forming. I am how the day arrives. A quiet truth remains within me as the final colors fall. I was born of living radiance, and that radiance holds it all. The first horizons breathe as if remembering a forgotten one, and the colors lean toward me like dawn's returning home. Light moves in widening arcs around the truth I carry, and the stillness listens as if waiting to speak. Creation looks back at the dawn, unfolds in answer. The world's awakened to the fire that rises through me. Creation looks back and the quiet becomes a mirror, showing the shape of the light I have become. is gathered when it hears its name. The first light rises again, we're